Record-breaking winter weather has hit South Lake Tahoe, with high-altitude storm systems known as atmospheric rivers pummeling the region throughout March. The heavy snowfall and precipitation has led to collapsed roofs, closed grocery stores, trapped residents in their homes, and rendered highways impassable. Parts of the region remain under flood advisories that could continue into spring, as the snow is expected to melt with incoming rain and warmer temperatures. City leaders and climate scientists say that the weather extreme South Lake Tahoe is experiencing portend a dramatic future for the entire state. Moving to the mountains, you have a healthy respect for what that brings, Lindsay Baker, a deputy city manager for South Lake Tahoe, told BBC News. But the extraordinary nature of this season, the year and a half of natural disasters that we faced as a community, we are facing the direct impacts of climate change. California rang in the new year with a series of atmospheric rivers that caused historic flooding and landslides up and down the state. Several people died. Another bout began in late February and early March, dumping historic levels of snow in the state's high-elevation mountain ranges. While beautiful, and a relief for the state's dwindling water supply, the storms wreaked havoc. Multiple counties are under emergency orders, with communities in the San Bernardino Mountains, about a 2-hour drive due east from Los Angeles, recently devastated by heavy snowfall that damaged structures and left unprepared residents unable to leave their homes for basic supplies. Farther north, the Sierra Nevada mountains, home to iconic locations like Lake Tahoe, Yosemite National Park, and Mammoth Mountain, now have record levels of snowpack. In a longer-term context, this is not an extraordinarily cold winter, but it is an extraordinarily wet and snowy winter, said Daniel Swain, a climate scientist with the University of California, Los Angeles. On social media, South Lake Tahoe posted photos of snow bursting through kitchen windows and smashing through their entrances. On March 10th, a gas station canopy collapsed like a pile of toothpicks because of all the weight it had accumulated. Emergency officials frantically warned residents to clear snow from their roofs. So much snow had accumulated on Susan Korcher's home that her son was able to kayak off the roof. She estimated 6 feet to 8 feet of snow in total. From some angles, her home looked completely buried. "This has just been nonstop," said Ms. Korcher, a forester with the University of California who has lived in South Lake Tahoe for 16 years. "Nothing but snowing and raining pretty much for months. It's much more intense, I would say, than any other winter I've lived here." The extreme weather conditions are part of a broader trend of climate change causing more frequent and severe weather events, including extreme precipitation and drought. Climate scientists have warned that without significant efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, these events will become even more frequent and severe in the coming years. In California, this could mean more frequent wildfires, droughts, and floods, all of which have devastating effects on communities and the environment.